I think we are live now.
She's asking me to click on the live button, but
Okay,
I
we are
don't
live.
have a. Are we live? Okay.
Yes, we are live. I can see us on
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the slight delay. I hope everybody can hear and see myself and my colleague Hayat and can hear us clearly. And also, there are four of us in this presentation. It's going to be a short presentation. As you've seen in the communication, it's going to be about the preparation for the CPN assessments on the training that participants have gone through. Having said that, and without much ado, I'm happy to be here with you for the next couple of minutes. And first of all, I don't think I need to introduce Hayat, but Hayat is, let me say, he's holding my hand through this. I'm the new lead on this project, and this is going to be, at the end of it, we're going to have a question and answer. But before that, basically, a quick run through of what we'd be doing on the 4th of June. Sorry, I'm going back and forth on this. I would like to introduce Prince Benjamin. He's our main contact on the Ideas project. He's the lead on the CPN part for us. Benjamin, could you say hello?
I think he's still on transit, sir.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening and welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so to proceed, on the 4th, as you've seen in the communication last week with my colleague, sorry, I have not done honors to Hannatu. Hannatu is the person that sends just about all the official communication that you see, and she's been very, very up and about on this, and I hope you guys appreciate it very well, and I'm happy to have her on board again. So having said that, the exams or assessments by the computer professionals, the Computer Professionals Registration Council of Nigeria, CPN, is going to take place on the 4th of June. And it's going to be a one-day affair, and we're going to hear from Mr. Benjamin with regards to the format and so on. Besides that, this morning I asked Hannatu to post the curricula, and I hope everybody's seen that, so that most of what we're going to say is really about that. And we've been passing to regards to this meeting for a while, so I think everybody should be here, and I hope that in the next few minutes, when Mr. Ben is explaining the necessary steps, that everybody will pay attention, and that would help in the belated exams. We're sorry for that. It's really something that has been beyond a control that we can say, okay, look, we can just do it when we want at a flip of a button. But unfortunately, a lot of things have happened that have delayed it. But we're here now, so we hope that you're going to be ready for it. And also, what we've done is we chose specific tracts with the wonderful assistance of Mr. Ben also. We chose specific tracks that should be I don't want to say easy, but should be accessible to you, so that all the training that Mr. Hayat has labored over in the past year to put you through will make a lot of sense to you. And basically, this is what Benjamin will be explaining in detail. So I would like to hand over the mic to a person you're very familiar with and who is more experienced in this lot than me, and so that he can see the gaps, he can talk about the gaps I've left out, and maybe we can actually start with a few questions before Mr. Ben tells us he's ready to present. Yeah. So, Mr. Hayat, could you take over for me? Thank you so much.
Um, okay, so good evening, everyone. The English people are very difficult to work with. 4:30 they will say it's evening. By 4 they will say it's afternoon. Me, I don't understand. But anyway, good evening, everyone. I first of all need to apologize to all the trainees for the long silence with regards to the CPN certification. As you are aware, we have been working behind the scene to make this a reality, and I know most of you are eager to come and do this certification and get it over with so that you can get your certificate and move on to the next stage of the program. Uh, we did not plan it this way, but this is where we found ourselves in, and we would like to. Personally, I would like to say I'm sorry for this, but some things are above our control. Now, Mr. Mahmoud has cut the alarm. He has fried it. He's time for people now to come and have a feast. Like he was saying that Mr. Benjamin will be coming in to Mr. Benjamin will be coming in to explain to you all how this thing is going to look like, how things are going to happen, and so on and so forth. Now, I think I've seen Mr. Benjamin saying he's ready.
Yeah.
So I will pull back a bit so that Mr. Benjamin will address all of us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for that comment. And Mr. Benjamin, you're on. Go ahead, Mr. Benjamin. Please go ahead.
All right. Hello. Thank you
Yeah,
very
we
much.
can
I want
hear
to
you.
believe that you are hearing me. Now, there is no big issue with certification. Most people are always afraid to write exams, but this one is not really an exam. As you all know, you are you are supposed to go through two stages of assessment. The first stage is what you have done while in class, which is the assignment, the tests, and all what. We have received confirmation from the center that all of you did well. As you understand, in NSQ, you cannot fail. However, you can resit. So what we are coming to do next week Thursday, on Thursday next week, is what we call skill assessment. So we're going to assess you based on what you've learned. So what you're going to do is show all working, like we call it in mathematics. We are not expecting you to solve any mathematics though, for those who are afraid of mathematics. But we expect that you should be able to. Um, oh yeah, it's a little bit windy, so if that is interfering. So you will have to come with your working tools,
Yeah, Mr.
and
Ben.
then
Mr. Ben, hello. Yeah, it will be good if you
yes,
can.
yeah, yeah, it's a little bit windy.
Yeah, we can hear you, but if you can put the mic closer to you, that would help. I think. Thank you.
Okay, just give me a few seconds.
Okay.
It's
Okay, as he
windy.
gets ready, I can see some people already posting some questions. It's a good idea. Please post your questions after his presentation, because he's going to answer a lot of probably what you're going to ask. So it'll be good to just wait a bit, hear him out, and then post the questions with regards to the exams. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, that's way better.
Okay, thank you very much. So, like I said, CPN will assess you before qualifications are issued. Now, the program you joined, where you are trained, is based on Nigeria Skills Qualifications Framework, and CPN being the awarding body for skills qualification in ICT, will be providing you with the certification for the courses you have done. We understand you have been trained in software development, front end and back end application development. We also understand that you have been trained in various areas of artificial intelligence, digital marketing, and is this cyber security. So now, what you will need to do for us is to come to the center with your tool. There are robotics, yes. Come to the center with your working tools. We will assess you based on what you've learned. We've sent out the national occupational standards for the particular program you did. Go through that standards. You should be able to understand what you are expected of to do. Now, after the skill assessment, you will write an online knowledge test. So the knowledge test will be based on what you have also been taught, where you will be asked to. Hello.
We can hear you, Mr. Ben.
Mute. Mute.
He's on mute now, yeah. Mr. Ben, you're on mute now. That's the challenge with being on transit in a meeting.
All right. I think before Mr. Ben comes back online, what Mr. Ben is trying to say in actuality is that uh, most of you have gone through the training, you've gone through the lecture materials on our LMS, and you've done the assessments and what have you. Now, the CPN is coming to test the skill that you've acquired thus far. And with that means you'll be asked certain questions verbally for you to answer. You'll be asked to write a skill exams. I think that would be a CBT or something. I think Mr. Ben will elaborate on that. But I think it's going to be a CBT exams where you write your exams and then you submit, and you do a one-on-one question and answer or a group question and answer and so on. And then based on that, you'll be certified. Based on that, you'll be certified. Now, Mr. Ben is on transit as at right now, and you know what happens when you are traveling in Nigeria on Nigerian roads with network. Sometimes it dance Kukire, and sometimes it dance Awilu, but it dance. That is just what I'm trying to say. And you will not get a good network when you are on Nigerian road. So bear with us while we get the network issue rectified. Let's wait a bit to see if we can get Mr. Ben back. In the interim, I believe the project lead will continue to say one or two things to make things a bit forward. I can see some of you have started posting your questions. Please go ahead and post as many questions as possible so that we can. Well, let me not use the proverb that says "make wind blow, let chicken yash open," so that the hidden will be exposed. But I just said
Uh,
it. So, project lead, back to you. Thank you.
yeah, actually, Hayat, I'm going to push some of those questions to you. You're not getting away, by the way. So I'll take the very first one. Ambassador Saraiki, if I'm not mistaken, uh, says, "Please, I want to know more about the backend development exams. When are we going to write our own exams?" I think you can take that on.
Okay, so this is what we had a very long discussion with Mr. Ben and the current project lead with regards to either writing back end or front end or which one. And based on discussion, uh, we come to an understanding that for the back end, it will require you to write a lot of coded questions,
Yeah,
meaning that you'll be asked to code certain API endpoints that does ABC to a database and what have you. And I am not sure if majority of those that are under back end will be able to perform those tasks. Now, it will be unfortunate for someone to pass through this program and not get certified because of one thing or the other. So based on our conversation, we said, okay, let because front end is easier to comprehend, easier to work with, easier to. So we said, okay, everyone can go for the front end, and then um, with the front end, what that will mean is as everybody is doing the front end, more people will get to pass certification, and then we can be able to look at other things. I don't know if that explains it, or I need to add
no,
more salt to my stew.
yeah, I think you've actually opened up what I said earlier, which is good because yes, we looked at the issues like you said with the CPN, and one of the key things. So correct me if I'm wrong here, Hayat. One of the key requirements of this training is not. Uh, it's not geared towards examination, it's geared towards assessment. So you can see that we've been talking about assessment. So it's really not about failing people, it's more about understanding that yes, you've been trained and the training has had impact, and CPN can go ahead and put you on a track to actually develop yourself further. So Mr. Ben actually said something. He said, "You do not fail, but you can resit." Yeah. So I think these are the objectives that we went with, and looked at what you said, and tried to choose the best options for you in terms of making sure that the majority can can be assessed and pass through the examination properly without too much trouble. Like you said, uh, if it's, for instance, we have the AI group, right? And the, sorry, and sorry, I've been taking too much cold water. Uh, if you recall, with the discussions on the AI group, one of the things that came up was that the specific exam, there are two tracks for the exams on CPN, and one of the exams was going to be very, very heavy. You have to understand the LLMs, you have to talk about tokenization, you have to talk about Python programming, and so on and so forth. So I recall that we were based on the advice from Benjamin. He proposed the lower end, if you wish, of that, where the AI exam is going to cover the things that you've learned from the course, but without making it too heavy. So, Hayat, I hope I have expanded on what you said.
Yes, sir. I
I'm
think
afraid we've
that
lost Benjamin.
for those of us for drones, I don't know if we can have the curriculum for the exams. This is from Joshua
Yeah.
Aduhu. Chairman, this is your name. How do you write it in your notebook? You put all your ancestors inside one name. It's too much now, Joshua. Well, I've tried my best. I've tried my best. So this coming from Mr. Joshua. He said he's waiting for the curriculum the drone for the drone exams, and I think this will be Hanatu's domain. I think you've shared the curriculum with Hapo.
Yeah, we've shared. Actually, I got everything from Benjamin. So we'll ask him if there are bits he's left out. But otherwise, also, I think you need to read up on everything we've sent. Okay, that's one. Second, uh, there's going to be group work. So please be prepared that one of the things the CPN will be looking for is the group work section. So be aware of that and be ready to work in collaboration. I hope I have, yeah.
So I can see a lot of trainees are asking where is the venue for the exams. Now
Yeah.
I don't know if Roger will take on that
No,
before we.
please go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so for the exams, we're looking at a scenario whereby we're going to use two venues because Unfortunately University is growing day in day out, and right now we are launching a new campus in Kadukuchi. For those of you that knows Abuja, if you know next Kashankari, we're not very far away from there. And then the other campus is in Amaha, which is opposite National Hospital, a well-known location. So we're going to divide the students based on the program they're taking, and then some of them will be sent to Kabukuchi, while the others will remain at Amma House in Central Business District. Um, I think project you need to take the issue of those that are not in Abuja
Yeah,
because a lot of them
yeah,
have been. What
let
of
me
us that
do
are
that.
in Abuja, we need to sacrifice chicken before our own chapter is addressed. So importantly,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. So I'm actually going to try to take that up with regards to two parts. Firstly, we did announce that this is firstly for those that are in Abuja or within FCT, so it's like nothing to do with real traveling in this case. So that's number one. The reason, of course, I can be frank with you on this that one of the the problems is the spread. This project has attracted a lot of people from outside Abuja, and the reality is some of these things are not entirely ready with the CPN. So we had to do the discussions to see how if we could do it online. I've seen questions talking about can we do it online and so on. Everybody has been asking that. So just to cut that short is we're looking at a scenario as a possibility of how we can address that. But presently, officially, we haven't got that. We haven't got that feedback from CPN. So we're still discussing on that bit, okay? But having said that, with regards to the current part, instead of sitting around waiting to solve everything at once, this is why we had to take the decision to say, okay, look, let's start with Abuja. Let's make sure that we've handled that, and then take the learnings, take the experience, and hopefully also continue the discussions with CPN to see how the outside Abuja issue can be handled properly. Because again, it's not like we can say, okay, everybody outside of Abuja can go to X state or X town and come for the exams. It's not feasible because again, you're not solving the distance or the cost issue. So these are some of the concerns. I can tell you that almost everything you've asked, we've actually put forward to CPN before today. So please, Sunday Abbasi is saying, are we saying that without coming to the center, there will be no assessment? Yes, there will be no assessment if you do not come to the center. If you're in Abuja, no excuses. You have to come to the center. The reality is CPN's requirements dictate this, not us, okay? Because they're doing this assessment physically. They have experts coming from across the country to assess you. So if people are coming in from Ibadan, Lagos, and Cross River, you can come in from Gwagwalada, please. Okay. Somebody is asking about what about those that are not? Oh, it's the same question. So I think we've
Okay,
answered that.
I think one of the things we need to add to this question is that those that are not in Abuja but are in somewhere like say Karo, is Karo in Abuja? I think yes.
And
Uh,
okay. Let's clarify that. You're right. Uh,
mhm.
the consideration here is actually we keep saying Abuja because we don't want the confusion. But basically, if you live within the environs of FCT, which means you can come in at 9 a.m. and you can leave at the end of the day comfortably, then you're in Abuja. That is what it means. So please let me repeat that bit. If you live within the catchment area of FCT, and you probably come in every day anyway, so please, we consider that as part of what we're saying. So it's not about your physical address in this sense, it's about, okay, I can come in within the time period and take this exam and conveniently go on. But of course, the I'm going to Hayat. We're supposed to meet on Monday actually to discuss the logistics.
Yes, my PC is quoting me warning like I borrowed money from it that my battery is full.
So all
Uh,
of you are trying to run away.
no,
Benjamin ran
I'll be
away.
getting from
Well,
my phone subsequently.
okay, but I think we've covered a lot of the issues, especially the part about the type of assessments, the the problem of whether you're in Abuja or not, and whether it's going to be online or not. So I think specifically, like we've announced, sorry, it is for Abuja or FCT at the moment. So please do not travel in from Kano and expect that you're going to have time to be available at 9 a.m. No, we don't want that, please. Well, let us handle this in order because we have an estimate of the figures that we're expecting also. So again, that is why we're not saying, okay, if you can just come in, come in. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. So I think Hayat, before your PC lets you down, we can definitely try to round up if there are no more questions that are specific to why we're here.
Okay, so a trainee is asking that he registered for back end, but he's talking about something that has to do with front end. So that is Ambassador Saraki. I don't know if it's Bokula or just the normal Saraki, but there is a Saraki somewhere. Please, I'm supposed to come to Abuja for the front end. Okay, so am I supposed to come to Abuja for the front end because as I told you earlier, I chose back end, not front end, and I did not receive any mail regarding the CPN examination. Now, we've received this complaint from many trainees that they have not received the email for the certification. I think what one of the things that will be happening in a couple of days is uh, I think Project Lead will be posting those that have been uploaded to the platform. So, like, irrespective of if you have received the email or not, you know that I am in. So I'm in and I'm supposed to write these exams on the 4th of this month.
Yeah.
Probably, I think you can expand on this.
Okay. So I think first of all, we have to understand that the reason that you're here on this meeting is because you received a meeting notice. Am I correct? So that means you have actually received communication with regards to the CPN exam. Like you've said, again, Hayat, on our Monday meeting, we'll discuss the further logistics with regards to the communication. But otherwise, yes, you have received communication with regards to the exam. We've sent in the curricula, we've sent in the details, we've sent in a date for the exam. Somebody has asked about the time. The time is 9 a.m. You should be at the venue. Would do the detail. We'll send you the details in terms of the locations, the address, and everything that Hayat
Um,
has mentioned.
one
Sorry.
more question about your me
Hmm.
use Olai 5 something said, apart from CPN certificates, what of AIPIL Cosmotan certificates? Now, the name of the institution is Cosmopolitan. I wanted to correct that so that there is no ambiguity or any confusion with regards to the name of the institution, because it will be unfortunate for you to get certification from Cosmopolitan and then you don't know how to spell the name or pronounce it. Um, so one of the things that I believe the project lead will be handling immediately after the CPN certification is the issue of the internal certification, because
Yes.
you're supposed to have more than one certificate at the end of the day. I think
Yes.
Mr. Benjamin is back with us. Um, uh,
Yes. Okay. So, Mr. Ben, would you like to? Uh, by the way, Hayat has done a good job of covering for you. So, we will share the Salamit he has promised for you in that case because we had to cover a part of
it
it.
wasn't me, like Shaggy said.
So, Mr. Ben, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. That's very interesting. That's all I meet. Unfortunately, I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat. I'm sad. I'm sad for, but
No,
I'll ask you why later. But
I regard myself as a semi-vegetarian, so I hope you eat the
ah,
chicken.
okay, no problem.
Right.
So we've covered most of the items in terms of. But I'd like to post this to you so that you can have some clarity. What we've talked about in terms of the of the online issue. People are asking, why is it not online, or can they do it online? And I've mentioned that, first of all, CPN does not do that at the moment, but we're still talking to you. I've said that. So I don't know if you can expand on that. That's one. Second, somebody is asking about. Okay, Hayat will, because your infrastructure on this, so I'm sending this to you. What about people who don't have a laptop? So you're going to answer that after Mr. Ben's online issue, please. Okay, Mr. Ben.
Sorry, I think the communication broke. I needed to get the first question you asked me. Can you
Yeah, actually, it's
have a
about,
repeat?
yeah. People are asking whether they could do this online, and I said no. You have to come over. CPN is arranging for a lot of experts to come all the way to Abuja from outside Abuja for you. That's one. Second, the CPN at the moment is not allowing, does not have uh, the, how do I say, has not made, no, let me not mess this up. The CPN is not doing online exams for these assessments. So, can you expand on that?
Okay, I think you are correct. Yeah, like I was trying to explain earlier, I believe Hayat must have done the explanation a bit for me. We have three assessments to conduct. Now, the first was conducted in-house, where the candidate, all of you, the trainees, where there was a test of understanding that was conducted while you were still in class, which is the assignments that were given, test you were given, and then the examination you were given if there was any while you were in class. We call that test of understanding. And then it now left out with two other assessments, which includes the test of knowledge and the test of skill. So now, what we are coming on the 4th of June to conduct at the center, that's Cosmopolitan University in Abuja, is test of skill. Now, that test of skill, like I said earlier, you have been told now, you will be required to show all working. If you learn web development or software development, software engineering, drone piloting or drone technologies, um, AI prompt engineering or AI anything, and digital marketing, you will be asked questions with regards to what you've learned, and you will be allowed to exhibit your skill. Exhibiting your skill now will be based on the uh, what's it called? National Occupational Standard, which you have received. So if you did software development, you'll be required at the venue to develop a working software based on the knowledge and skill you have acquired. If you did digital marketing, you will be asked to perform a digital marketing operation using the various tools you've learned. And so it's just like that. Just like you have, it's as if you're solving a quadratic equation where you will be asked to follow a formula, which is usually the almighty formula, and then you follow it step by step by step. So you'll be required to develop software. Some of you will be arranged in groups, maybe group of 4, group of 5, depending on the number, and that group will be given an assignment to do, and then you execute that assignment and submit it that same day. And then you will be graded based on that the result of your assessment for your test of skill. Then the last test you'll be allowed to take is the test of knowledge. The test of knowledge is CBT, what you call exam. Is a CBT, is a computer-based test that is an objective test where you'll be allowed 4 options to choose one. Now, what are we trying to do with that? We are trying to test your knowledge on a particular subject area within the area where you are trained. Now, that test will be done online. You will use a computer connected to the internet, whether it is at the center or wherever you are located remotely to do. But the test of skill, you will have to come to the center because we have uh, qualified quality assurance assessors who will be coming in to assess you. We have assessors that will be coming in from Kaduna, um, from Zaria, from Jos, and from within Abuja here to assess you on the skills where you have been trained. So now the issue of you participating in this assessment virtually is currently not acceptable because we need to see you and then be able to know that what we give you is what you are doing and that you are not a robot. Mhm. You're not a robot trying to do something using AI. You know, these days we have AI generated codes everywhere. We don't want you to use AI to generate the codes as a front end or back end application developer. We need you to develop the codes. We need to see you follow the principles you've been taught to develop those codes. Even if you did not finish, it doesn't matter. As you can recall, what is it called? A quadratic equation. The answer, the final answer of a quadratic equation is ranges between -2 to +2. And then that means it could be -2, -1, 0, 1, or 2. That is A or B or C or Y. Then at the end of the day, the final answer carries only 1 mark. So the final answer is not important in a quadratic equation. The most important thing in a quadratic equation is for you to follow the steps that have been outlined to be able to resolve the problem. So your problem solving skill will be tested heavily. Then your teamwork ability to work as a team will also be tested. Then your ability to communicate within that team will also be tested. And finally, health and safety is very, very paramount. So those ones are the silent area the assessors will be taking, and that is the reason why we may have to put in group. So I think is something you can do. So there is nothing like doing a virtual assessment for now. And then I believe the center will arrange other logistics for you to be able to be comfortable. For those who will be coming with their laptops, it would be nice if those laptops will have the tools that you will use to work. For those doing web development, I think one of the tools you may need to work is a Visual Studio Code, that VS Code. Or otherwise, if you have maybe any other IDE that you just that you'll be working with, or maybe XAMPP Studio, or what is it called, JS, not JS, this thing that you can be that you can use to work. So whatever tool that you use to work normally, please bring it on that day. I believe I must have answered all the questions, except if there is any other questions
Okay,
to be
good.
answered.
Well, firstly, thank you so much for your time, Mr. Ben. I'd like an expansion on this. First of all, I hope it's very clear because everybody's been talking about online, and I think you put that to rest. You've taught me some mathematics. Thank you for that. And also appointing regarding the tools, we didn't talk about that, so I'm happy you mentioned it. Mr. Ben, I will be communicating with you on that so that you give us a fair list of the tools that you expect, so that even if it's not 100% covered, people have a clear idea of the tools they're using or the things they need to be assessed on. And I like the fact that you emphasized the issue of skills, which I mentioned earlier. I see someone asking just a few minutes ago, but I hope the exam is going to be online, which means you've not been listening. And so please, the exam is not going to be online. Uh, Also, a repeat of the questions are going on again that we've already answered. So we're going to end this meeting in the next 5 minutes because I believe we've covered the bases on that. Someone has said that he lives in Nasarawa and he has an exam on that day. Unfortunately,
No,
this is what you call the issue of fate. We cannot. Sorry.
totally, sir. So what
Yeah.
what he's saying is that he's asking how long will the exams be. He based in Abuja, but his school's in Nasarawa, and he has exams on that particular day.
Yeah. That's the point. It doesn't change the fact that he cannot be in two places at the same time. This is what I'm saying. If you have exams, I cannot change that for you, and that means that we'll have to take note of that, and we will handle edge cases. This is an edge case, and I think you'd have to communicate with us directly on such edge cases. Thank you so much. So I think Hayat, are we good? Are we happy?
So most of the trainees that are far away are a bit
Yeah, but we've
has
answered.
breaks on the platform.
Yeah,
So
the reality is we've said what we're going to try to do. We've actually communicated that in the submissions on the on WhatsApp already. This is clarification. So, and I said earlier that you please bear with us for those not in Abuja. What we're saying is, I remember when I came on a month or two uh, on the project, people were saying, okay, the exams, when are they going to happen? Now we've started. Okay, this is what I want us to know. We have started. Hayat has profusely explained also some of the realities on that. I have done so, and but we're here. We're starting, so please bear with us. Would keep appealing to say that you bear with us. We're speaking to Ben and his team with regards to those challenges, and we'll continue to do so and try to solve all of the issues with regards to distance and the fact that we have to start with Abuja. For instance, one of the comments is that he's in Jigawa. I know people are in Lagos, Jigawa, Sokoto, and I can keep going. So, yes, we're aware of this and we'll keep trying our very best to handle it. So, apologies that I cannot add anything to that reality and I cannot do politics on it so that I'll not lie to you that everything we've said is what we're doing and nothing more. Okay? So thank you for your time. I thank everybody. My apologies for not acknowledging Ojo, my colleague and very hardworking logistics person. Everything that's going to happen on this is dependent on him. So thank you so much for taking your time. Mr. Ben, we really appreciate your transitional meeting. It's been good. We're very happy to have you, and we'll be calling on you for such meetings as we keep going along. So thank you for your time. Have a nice rest of evening for everybody. Mr. Hayat, I will come for the Salah meet very, very quickly.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. My best regards to the family.
Sorry, thank you so much. Good night.
All right, likewise. All right, bye. Goodbye, trainees.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Ah.
All right.
Sun, but
MashaAllah. One down. So, Oga, don't watch the TV now. Hmm?